This is the 2026 Mercedes CLA Coupe. And is it better than the old CLA? Join me. Today we will find out. In this episode you will see full in-depth review of the brand new infotainment system which is called MBOS, and this is the future of Mercedes. And I will walk you through this new infotainment system and what each button does and how you can change all settings. We will check out also ambient lighting, which is reworked in the menu, Burmester system, and all settings which you can find. Including new games. So the game is actually quite high definition. So watch this video till the end so you know all features of the new CLA and other future Mercedes models. And this is how the front looks from the back. Let me know what do you think. This is the new layout for the compact class, and we can say also in the new electric GLC somewhat similar, but you can have also seamless design in this car in the entry level. You cannot have the seamless as in the GLC, but nonetheless the screen size is 14 inches in the middle, so the same as on the GLC. The steering wheel has the same design, but the buttons are updated. So on the left side we can see you have our cruise control settings, so you can do change of speed, distance. On the right side we have volume, mute button, and we have controls here as well, and for the phone and to go back. So here you can see that you can change on the screen what is in the middle. So this is also new design of the screen. On the previous CLA or A class you could have different designs. So here you have two designs. So you have this, or if you swipe here then you can have a navigation or assistant systems. So you can switch between these. But you cannot have this in different color as far as I understand, like in the blue, for example, it's always a red. At least I couldn't find different settings for it. On the middle you can change navigation, consumption, also consumption from reset, from charging, from start, and you have odometer here. Also one thing new is the AMG line logo, which was never before on the screen. Only if you had AMG, then you had AMG but without the line logo. Here we can find the status, state of charge, and you can see also range here, 704 kilometers on the 91%, so pretty good range. Really, I'm surprised by this. And we can also see max range as well. When we check the door cards now, I will show you all new buttons and where you can actually find some functions which are now hidden at different places. Then on the left side you have controls for the lights, so you can control that. Also fog light, release parking brake, and in the door cards you can lock the car, unlock. Then you have also buttons here for the seats, so they also move if you press on it. So they are not haptic like before, like on the S-Class, let's say. Then we have buttons for the windows. So in the CLA you have now solution with the two buttons for the windows, and then you have switch for the rear. And then you can see the mirrors, so you can fold them. Now you can see two cameras there as well. The mirror shape has different shape than before. And this is also gloss black now. This is a trim, like a metallic, light metallic color. And this portion is also like a gloss, shiny black, same as the screen here. The stalks for the windshield washer or the indicators is also new. So this portion is like has like a metal look. It has, I would say, a little bit the feeling is better, like more premium, not by much, but yeah, it feels certainly better than, let's say, in my A class. Yeah, it feels better. Also in the right one you have a gear lever, like it's always the case with the Mercedes, but you have also shift here, and this is to change the recuperation. So you can change recuperation if you put it towards you or away from you. And you can see here R and D, or parking. And the button to start the car is on the stalk. So it's not here anywhere like before, it's here. So this is new. Then the 14-inch screen will go and do in-depth review of this as well. Then in the middle we have also new air vents, so these are new. And if we tap here, we can also turn on the AC. Underneath the air vent we have a panel with the buttons. So we have dynamic select. We need to switch on the vehicle. And now we should be able. Now we need to properly turn it on. So maybe now. No, you need to go into park. Okay, and now it works. So we can see comfort, sport. We are in the drive. So I have foot on the brake so we don't move. And okay, so now if you press here, you can see the driving. So you have comfort, sport, eco and individual. The full review of the MBOS all-new infotainment system is coming in a separate video, so stay tuned for that and subscribe if you haven't yet. Thank you for your support. Okay, so now if you press here, you can see the driving. So you have comfort, sport, eco and individual. And then we have here 360 cameras. This should work if we are in the... Okay, it works. So you have a rear camera. Okay, so for this particular car we don't have a 360, but you can opt for it. But it looks like more high definition, maybe because the screen is better. I'm not actually sure, but it looks a little bit better, the image from the camera. So you can make it wide angle. Yes, this is wide angle, and this is normal rear view. And yes, that's it. Then we have the button here, with which you can actually turn off the display, or you have a cleaning mode, or you can switch off the system completely. Then we have a hazard lights, and then we have a button to actually access the Mercedes voice assistant.
Could you say that again, please?
Like the AI. Cancel. Okay, then we have the mute button. So with this one you mute the music, and then you have volume rocker. So with this one you can change the volume. Alright, so my feeling from the setup here is that it certainly feels like something what I have not seen at the Mercedes, something new. Now I'm going to show you the feature which is hidden in the infotainment system, which was previously in the door cards. Do you prefer this solution or the previous one with the button in the doors? Let me know in the comments. And then on each side you have buttons for the menu of the seats, menu of the AC, and then you have a temperature. So for example, I can turn on the temperature very easily. So this is the seat settings. So here you have for the driver you have a memory seat 1 to 3. You can save the position, and then you have a heated seats 3 levels. You can also see here. And then you have seat heat. Then you have steering wheel heating, and then you have here the steering wheel heating as well. For the passenger you have also 3 levels for the. Just turn off the AC. So you have 3 settings for the seat heating as well for the passenger, and you can save 3 memory positions for the passenger as well. Then you have pre-entry climate control. So with this one you can set next departure time, or you can have activation when unlocked. So this is pretty cool as well. So when you unlock the vehicle, it already can start cooling down the vehicle. Okay, so we can turn it off so it's better to hear me. Then you have buttons for the temperature. So if you are here, then you have buttons for the temperatures. They are working with the half of the Celsius degrees, up and down. Nice feeling to touch. Okay, then we have the home button. So with the home button you can have here the navigation, but the admin of this car didn't activate it or didn't give permission. So right now we don't see this here, the navigation. Otherwise you would see here the map, and also you have here, for example, the radio, phone, and like a navigation as well. Here you have a Mercedes assistant, so this AI function. Alright, so this is your MBOS system here. And as you can see from the driver's view, we have icons here, and you can swipe just like this. Then you have the most used icons on the lower bar here. And this is for the temperature once again. Seat, this is the climate control, and for the passenger as well. Home button, here would be navigation, the most used, like a radio or the contact and other navigations as well. You can move icons if you hold and then you move. For example, these two. You can also put them together into one folder. Mercedes store. So here you can purchase additional stuff, also vignettes, lots of stuff which you can do now. Dash cam. Okay, this is a game actually. City Dash. So you have games here, Spotify, Amazon, Booking, Twitch, Disney Plus, Zoom, Angry Birds. Okay. And then you have here the most used stuff. Then you have the radio. You have all stations. Just lower the volume. This is the scrolling sound. You have search, settings, radio announcements, radio text information, frequency fix, and Burmester settings. So let's check out the Burmester settings. We have individual, pure, intense, and rear exclusive. Then equalizer in individual. So you can have bass +10 or -10, mids as well. These menu sounds you can turn off as well if you want. And personalized personal sound profile, we can also do that. This is a quiet one. Balance. Okay, then I have acoustic, so you can have bass characteristics, warm, soft, punch. You have also 3D sound, which you can change the level of. And then I have area, so here you can select the front or the rear. As a focus, sound, focus and sound zone. Focus you can move as well. This is how I go back. So that's radio. You can have also favorites. Bluetooth player. You can connect a device in the Bluetooth as well. Now ambient lighting. So here we have colors. These are multicolor options. Then we have monochrome as well. So you have pool blue, all kinds of colors. You have also names for these. So 64 colors. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, it will be 64, I think. You can see so many colors. Check it out. The names. It's just crazy that they named 64 shades. The salmon, at least you now know which one is it. Pink salmon, salmon, neon pink, okay. Pool blue, and this is a full blue. Okay, multicolors. So once again, I want to show you here. This is how it looks. So this is how it looks in terms of the ambient lighting. We have illumination here, also in the foot area, and also here. And if we go to neon pink, now everything is pink. Check this out. So now everything here is pink. Now let's go to multicolor. So here we have a chrome shine, which is this one. Not as visible, okay. And then we have a red moon. It's also sunny now, so less visible. Jungle green, ultramarine, but I like the UI here. Fresh cyan, racing yellow. You can see there, racing orange, okay. Racing orange. So now the most visible is definitely this blue. Then we have brightness for the ambient lighting. You don't have numbers here, no, just like this. Then you have separate, so you can have accents and ambient. So for example, the ambient is which one? It's here in the center. Check this out. Lower section, and also in the doors and also in the foot area. And the accents, it's here. Also the air vent. Yeah, that's it. Then we have effects. So with the effects you have operating, feedback and warning assistance. And then settings. So with the settings we have a new menu. So you scroll. So you scroll here on the left side, and for example the first one is the system. So you can see the system language. So you can choose from a bunch of languages. Then you have keyboards. So you have keyboard languages as well. Then control elements, acoustic feedback, you can have normal or loud. For example, now it's loud. And better is normal. And back bar as well. So you can remove the back bar here. You have also time and date, units, miles or kilometers, and you can have an additional speedometer as well. So there is an additional speedometer. Then you have Internet Bluetooth. You can manage internet access, MBOS hotspots, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth. Then we have display brightness. So now it's on maximum. You can have it in the middle or you can dim it. And driver screen as well. Then we have the heads-up display.
The head-up display is already switched on.
So you can see it there. And then I have speedometer scale. So for example here, you can have a speedometer scale like this, or you can disable it. I like to have it there. Graphic goodies. on special days, graphics will be changed. Then in the system we have data protection, software updates, system information, license information, factory settings. In assistance we have traffic sign and traffic lights, speed limit warning, staying in lane and changing lane, lane keeping function and blind spot assist plus. Close range braking function and ESP attention assist, audio fade out in drive range R, open camera cover, and that's it for the assistance. So it's a little bit simplified, this system. Then you have vehicle, so dynamic select, you can set up individual drive program to drive to have eco, sport or comfort. Then steering can be comfort sport and ESP comfort sport. So now everything is in sport. Then you have seatbelt adjustment when starting a journey. With the tires we have the tire pressure, and winter tire limit, which you can set here from 160 all the way to 240 kilometers per hour. Then you have occupant presence reminder, and you can open close, so automatic unlocking and locking. This means that you can read here, vehicle doors will be locked when you move away from the vehicle with the key. When you return, they will be unlocked before you operate the door handle. And you can unlock driver's door only. Acoustic locking verification signal. And automatic mirror fold-in opening hide limiter for the boot. And then we have light, locator lighting and interior and exterior lighting switch off delay. With audio you have Burmester settings, which we checked, and then you have also sound experience. So you have off, then you have silver waves, vivid flux, roaring pulse, serene breeze, fractal fusion, and granular fuzz. So everything to me sounds like a sci-fi sounds. Then you have settings. So interior interaction sounds, exterior interaction sounds, so from the outside, locking and unlocking. Then we have interior driving sound and exterior driving sound, characterful or understated. So that's sound experience. Then we have a phone. Here we have the speech volume and ringtone volume. Then we have voice output, so voice output volume, driving recommendation volume. You can focus on driver, driving recommendation during call, audio fade out for voice guidance, and radio announcements louder, and loudness normalization off, low, medium or high. Then phone, you have devices or contacts. You can connect new device, and you have virtual assistant. So with this one you have a Mercedes. Camera, you need like a USB-C key to have a storage for that. Navigation, not yet activated here. And profiles, you can set up profile. In the profiles you can do many profiles. Okay. Then you have further apps. So here you can see your storage for this car is 32 gigabytes, and you can see Amazon Music, for example, you can uninstall if you don't want that. Angry Birds or other apps, as you can see here. Even YouTube. So that's it in terms of the settings. Then you have ULD browser. For this you need the data package to work. Then audios. Once again you need a data package for this. Digital extras. You can manage digital extras here. Comfort data volume. MB charge public. Plug-in charge. Accident breakdown management. And other. Distronic. Then we have productivity. So here we have calendar. Once again we need data for this. Meetings. Okay. Then we have notes. And then next we have a camera. Once again need a USB-C port for these to work, so I cannot show you. Then I have gallery. So here you would have photos from that camera. Sound experience we checked. That's the same. Owner's manual. So you can see the manual here. Then we have music and audio. USB-C player, Amazon Music, Audible and Spotify. Once again we need data package for this. Burmester, we check this, charge and service. So you can see charging options, 90%, just under 700 kilometers. Charging power now only 40 kilowatts because we are at 90% of state of charge, otherwise it would be higher. Maximum state of charge, you can limit this from 30 all the way to 100. Then battery information, battery temperature, and battery temperature optimization. You can have automatic or off. You can open the charging flap, and then also here you can see the charging power. So now it's 40 kilowatts. In service you can see when is next service, tires, tire pressure, but you need to drive for a few minutes. Then you have Mercedes Pay. Once again, for the Mercedes Pay you need to authenticate and add your card. Mercedes Games. And this is not via touch, but you need controller for this. So here you have games with the controller. And video, we have a Disney Plus. And also YouTube. Okay. Seems you need a data plan for this as well. And then we have games. City Dash, Angry Birds and Beach Buggy. So you can see steer left, steer right and brake. And it's just brake, okay. So the game is actually quite high definition. Okay. Angry Birds and City Dash. Then you have tips for the car. And then you have weather. So here you have Stuttgart, or 10 days, 10-day forecast. And that's it in terms of the menu. If you swipe from the up, then you have notifications, and always if you want to go back, you can swipe from the left. So if you are in the menu, in the settings, if you want to go back, just swipe from the left, like this. Also here we have a car button, so you can open the tailgate, open the charging flap, interior light, you have front, rear, and when the door is opened. So you have settings here for the lights, for the interior lights. And then you have heads-up display, ESP acoustic warning, attention assist, lane keeping function, window lock, Mercedes support, and all settings, which is the settings menu. So that's essentially the infotainment. We have also a place where you can set up transmission, vehicle position, data package, camera, SOS, and here you have the modes. So guys, let me know in the comments, what would you pick, the new CLA electric or the C-Class combustion version?